And today we will start chapter Factorization of Polynomials. This chapter contains two topics, remainder theorem and factor theorem. Today we will discuss remainder theorem. As you know, what is remainder? Remainder is whatever left on dividing two numbers. Suppose let's take some simple example. If we are dividing 12 by 5, 5 to the 10, 2 is the remainder. So this is the remainder. Now these two are numbers. Now if we divide the equation by another small equation, this is the equation. This is divided by this 2x plus 1. So if we are dividing, you know the division of two expressions. If we divide this by this, so we have to check the first number here and the first number here. From which number this should be multiplied to get this? This is 2x and we require here 2x cube. So this should be multiplied by, here we have 2, we have 2. So nothing, no numerical value should be multiplied. Here we have x, this should be made as x cube. So we have to multiply this by x square to make it x cube. So x square is the quotient now. So multiplying x square by 2x gives 2x cube. If we are multiplying this by the first term, then we have to multiply it by the second term also. So x square into 1 is x square. Change the sign as usual when we subtract. We change the sign. So this gets cancelled out. Now we are left with minus 3x square minus x square. This is minus 4x square. Copy the next term as we do in division. Now again see first term with the first term. Now this should be multiplied by which term to get this first term? This is 2, this is 4, minus 4. Take its sign, take the sign also. This is 2, this is minus 4. To make it minus 4, this should be multiplied by minus 2. So we have put minus 2. Now check the x term. Here we have x, here we have x square. So x should be multiplied by x to get x square. So we have put x here. So this should be multiplied by minus 2x. Minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. X into x is x square. As described in the first term also, this should be multiplied by the second term also. So minus 2x into 1 is minus 2x. Now change the sign as usual when subtracting. This minus becomes plus, minus becomes plus. This gets cancelled out. Now we are left with minus 4 and plus 2 is minus 2x. Copy the next term. Again, check the first term here. So there is no need of multiplying any value here because we have 2x here, 2x here. Only there is a difference of sign. So to make it negative minus 2x, negative 2x, we have to multiply it by minus 1. So minus 1 into 2x is minus 2x. Multiplied with the second term also, minus 5x. Now this is the remainder. So whether we multiply the numbers, whatever is left is the remainder. Whether we multiply it by expression to expression, this is the remainder. Now what is new in this chapter? We don't have to divide it like this to get the remainder. Here we have to see what we have to do. From this number we are dividing. So put this number equal to 0. 2x plus 1 equal to 0. 1 goes on the other side. 2x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to minus half. So this is the value of x. Now put this value of x in this given expression. This is the expression we have. Put the value of x. Wherever we have x, put the value of x minus half, minus half, minus half. And on solving and taking out the LCM, you can see that what is left minus 4 is the remainder. Here also, here also. So both the methods are there. So what is remainder theorem? Not dividing this expression like this. Instead, just put the value in the given expression. And the continuation part is that when we put the value in the given expression, and if the remainder is 0, then what it shows that this is the factor of the given expression. What does this mean? Suppose we are dividing 12 by 3. 3 4s are 12. What is left? Remainder is 0. In this case, we can say that 3 is the remainder of 12. Same way, if we are dividing this by this, if the remainder is 0, then in that case this will be the factor like this of this given expression. So whenever it is required to prove that whether this is the factor of this expression or not, just apply the same method, put the value of x in the expression. If the remainder is 0, then this will be called the factor of the given expression.